today we are applying the Hybrid Solutions ceramic spray coating, and this is after allowing the surface to cure for 24 hours after applying the ceramic polish and wax. The surface is beautiful. I could actually leave it there like that, but we're going to do the whole process. We're going to apply this, we're going to leave it for another 24 hours, and tomorrow afternoon we're going to apply it a second and final coat, and that should be the job done. It's amazing, the feel of it, guys. It just feels so smooth. It's like glass. I'm really impressed with the coating so far with the polish, and I know that this is only going to enhance it. So we're going to do this, we're going to apply this. Now there are a couple of ways to apply this. I've seen spraying the panel and then wiping down and then buffing. I've seen spraying the actual cloth and wiping directly onto the panel. I've used the first method, spraying the panel and wiping it down with the cloth and then buffing afterwards. A couple of high spots and streaking happened, and I used a wet damp towel and got rid of the high spots and streaking that way. So I'm going to try the second method this time. I'm going to use the spray onto the cloth and apply. And one thing I found with the polish and wax is, they say less is more, you know, but I found after doing the hood bonnet that if I put more wax on the applicator or on the cloth, it actually went on a lot easier. Now it did grab initially when you were trying to buff it off, but after that initial grabbing it was really good. And then definitely use the wet cloth to activate the polish and wax, and then buff again. Money, that worked. So when I was using the polish and wax, it helped when I used more polish and wax as opposed to less. But you know, it's trial and error. Try and see how you feel when you're doing it. But anyway, we're going to go in. I've shaken this quite a bit, so as I said, I'm going to use the spray on the cloth method. Let's see how we go from there. So I'm going to do 3 sprays on the cloth. And I'm going to apply crisscross. One thing I will say about these products is the more you use them, the longer you use them on the car, is the easier it gets to use, the better the results. Right, so that's on. Let's just buff that and see how we go. Oh, it's so smooth, guys. And the second coat of this, because as I said, I've used this before, the second coat of this is always so much nicer. So tomorrow's coating, when I do this, is going to be beautiful. And I think doing it this way, I will definitely, or I should definitely get the, you know, 9 months at least out of the protection. So we should just be washing and drying and going back to this lovely gloss that you see here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the whole car, guys, and I'll take you for a walk round when I'm done. Okay, see you in hopefully not too long. Okay, so that's the first coat of the Hybrid Solutions Turtle Wax ceramic spray, and as you can see, guys, she's not looking too badly at all. It did take me a little bit. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. To whip round this car, I would say around about half an hour, 40 minutes or so. Not bad at all. And that's coat number 1. We're going to let that sit for 24 hours, and we'll be back tomorrow to apply coat number 2. But I'm very happy with that, guys. It's turned out really well. Yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. So guys, you know, applying these waxes and these protections and these coverings are technique sensitive, and I've found a myriad of techniques in order to apply them successfully. So I did use the spray directly onto the cloth to apply the ceramic coating, the ceramic spray. It worked really well. I also applied the spray directly to panels like the doors, really big panels, and that worked very well as well. I must admit, and there are going to be some pro detailers out there who are going to hate me for saying this, but I did not necessarily apply the less is more on the panels. I will say that some of the time I was using the product, more was much better. Heavily spraying the panels and heavily spraying the cloth, put a good amount of product on the car, and then when I went to buff off, that made it a lot easier, less grabby, and it polished out very well. So, you know, trial and error. Do what you think is right, try it, and if it isn't, then adjust. I have done the less is more. That has worked. This time I did more of the product on the panel and on the cloth, and that worked really well as well. And as you can see, here are the results. So that's it, guys. We're gonna come back tomorrow and apply the last coat, and that will be the job done. And yeah, we'll enjoy the results. So thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.